I welcome everyone to Wizards Outlook. Another night, another game. The Washington Wizards, they fall to the Indiana Pacers, 112 to 104. Keep in mind, this is the first game that Indiana Pacers played without one Tyrese Halliburton, who got hurt in their last contest. I think he's out with a hamstring injury. Welcome to folks that just joined on IG. That's it. Where do y'all want to start? I was talking to Ray Cardell before you jumped in. I just like this is like how people talk about Marvel and like they used to have like a formula for the movies or whatever to a degree, like with the scripts, right? It feels like this whole season there's almost a script to how things work out each and every night. It's there's like one or two things. This is the third quarter version of the script. We've also seen the fourth quarter version, but the third quarter version was the night where you're fine, you're good. Third quarter hits, there's no recovery. And we watched a team who's missing their engine. They rallied. It was a short rally, but they rallied and then closed the game. So y'all are free to start whatever y'all want to start. The Pacers moved to 22-15, as Cardell mentioned. The Wizards fall to 6-31.
For me, obviously the main thing is the bench points. That was huge. That took a lot out of the Wizards, honestly, and truthfully gave the Pacers a boost. They outscored the Wizards reserves 51. The Pacers reserves outscored the Wizards reserves 51-27. They only scored 112 points. They got down there half their points from the bench, man. And that's asking a lot for your reserves to have to match that point total. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what happened. And then obviously you're talking about the third quarter where the Pacers scored 35. Been saying it all year. Whenever the Wizards allow a quarter to get close to 40 points, they lose that game. And that's why they're 30. They have 31 losses. The bench lay that way. 15 of the 35 came from the bench. But really, Miles Turner woke up in that quarter. He had 7 points and 6 rebounds alone just in that corner. You can't allow that, man. He damn near had the double in one quarter. It just speaks to why the Wizards record is what it is, man. And again, their defense just most of the time we're used to seeing their defense just totally break down throughout the entire game. This game, for the most part, it was holding up. And the games that they're in it, they just have this spurt. They have this little gap where the defense just goes to hell. And that costs them the game right there. And Ray said it early in the season. Once they get hit, they do not get back up. And it's a wrap. You don't have to worry about them making a run, a real run. They may make a run like what they did in the fourth quarter of the night. They got it down to A. Jordan Poole, got going a little bit. But they don't make it a real run where, all right, we can get back in this and take the lead. So now the pressure's on the other team try to make a run and beat us. It never really gets that way. So the bench points in that third quarter is what killed them, man. We'll finish them off. You give enough 40. You allow 46% shooting and 38% shooting from deep in one quarter. It's just tough to overcome that. 15 rebounds. They didn't turn the ball over once. They only turned the ball over once. Just no resistance at the wrong time, especially coming out the half. They got a 1-point lead. I don't know why you lax considering your record, but it seemed like that's what they do. And teams regroup and they make a run. And that's what took them out today.
Right.
Yeah, it's just a comedy of errors. They lose by 8. They missed 9 free throws and shot 7-31 from 3. We talk about their shot selection a whole lot. Those are wasted possessions. You shot 22% from 3. Why are you taking so many? Make a few more free throws, value a couple more possessions, and we're having a different conversation right now. This is just stuff you don't expect to see from a team at a professional level. Like, they should understand and know how to play basketball at this point, and it just seems like they don't. Yeah, like Cardell pointed out, the third quarter was it. Like once I saw that quarter, I knew the game was over because, as you said, Wilson, it's a script. You know, they're able to match the other team offensively for a half, and then the other team comes out and makes their run. And it doesn't matter when the run happens during the game for the other team. As soon as they get a little separation, the Wizards are never able to fight back and overcome it. I mean, you know, and that's gotta be a very carefree life for the other team, knowing all you got to do is have one spurt at any point in the game and it's a wrap, and then you just go on about your business and get a victory. But hey, man, they chose this life. So yeah, you know, Wilson, you was talking about TJ McConnell. He came in unbothered, 7 for 10, 14 points, 8 assists. I mean, they can't guard anybody. Like, anybody could come in and have a good game against them every single night. Like, that's just pathetic, man. Like, so yeah, this is gonna be a long season. 31 losses in the second week of January. Like, that's terrible. But yeah, man, I don't know what their issue is, or what they need to do to overcome it, but this just looks like a team that doesn't care. And that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, like I hit you guys in the group chat, with TJ McConnell in the first quarter, and he hadn't even, like, it wasn't like he had a high point total or anything, but they're missing their engine. TJ McConnell, being the veteran, being the journeyman point guard that he is, he provided something they sorely needed, which was just a little bit of stability. But you had TJ McConnell breaking down your defense and opening up the floor. And TJ McConnell doing this. Again, no knock on TJ McConnell, but that shouldn't be the guy breaking down your defense and causing all types of hell for you. Then you had this might have been some of the third quarter too. You had a section of the game where Bruce Brown took his turn at getting into the lane and making a mess of things for folks. And I'm sure that coincided with Cardell, you said Miles Turner had a double-double in the third or close to it. My bad, you on mute.
No, close to it. He had, I'm looking it up now. He had 7 to 6, yeah, quarter alone.
And again, those pivotal stretches, like you're mentioning, yeah, we know, of course, what's called basketball's a game of runs, obviously, but those stretches are important too. And too often, Washington has those negative stretches where you guys have been mentioning all year. That shot selection turns into some of the bad shots are way worse than the live ball turnovers for them. Like there was, I remember, I want to say late first half, might have been early third quarter. They get a stop. Jordan Poole gets out in transition. He had a solid night, but I think he misses a layup in transition, and it turns into a corner three for the Pacers on the other end. Then the Pacers kind of get going a little bit after that for a stretch. And again, this is the team missing their engine, so they don't have their orchestrator out there. Those little pockets are huge, and those are the pockets you, being close to as hole as you are, or what have you, you're supposed to be able to dominate a team like that in those pockets, and you were able to. You let them kind of hang around and figure things out until you have Miles Turner go, hey, let me impose my will on this game, and that's that. And again, as a big, I know they still need someone to give them the ball, so that's tough, man. And hell of a job by the Pacers bench tonight, just by answering the bell. Hell of a job. He's got to give credit where he's doing it. And then I think Corey Kispert, this has happened several times this year for him, where he's had a good first half, and then whatever he gets to halftime with is what he finishes with, which is a whole other issue in itself. And what I didn't understand was Corey Kispert was one of the few dudes, he was efficiently giving the Pacers problems. And then, touches dry up. And sure, some of the Pacers and some of it's not. This has happened several times this year where he's going into the half, not on a burner, but playing well. And then that's it.
Well, no doubt, it's definitely some self-inflicted wounds, but that's always always throw that T word in there to keep things in perspective. That's why you don't see Jordan Poole come back in the game when he's killing until like 4 minutes left in the game. You know what I'm saying? It's like y'all making a run at the end of the third, put him back in and see if y'all can, get over the hump. But neither here nor there.
Like you said, the T word is in play. Yeah, I think the thing is, it's just we've seen other teams do it with it. Just be a little bit more tasteful with it. And this is just, yeah.
It's habitual line stepping.
There you go. It's that.
I don't know. F y'all, F y'all money, y'all time. That's what.
That's basically what they saying right now.
Oh man! All right. So
and then,
go ahead,
if you Kuz, you playing the Pacers without Halliburton, you can't go blow for blow with Obi Toppin, man. Like you gotta decisively win your matchup. I don't get it, man. Like
preaching. So he goes 11. He gets 11 points, 10 boards on 4-15 shooting. Obi Toppin, who is, he's a good piece for the Pacers. I wouldn't exactly call him a vital piece for the Pacers. Comes out and gives you 15 and 7 3 assists. He played a role in his game. He had a big impact. And shout out to Obi for that. But like you said, for what you're, for those two, and we know who those two are, for what they're paying you to be for this group, man.
You gotta come to play every game, man.
Yeah.
It's the NBA. You don't come to play, you're in danger. Somebody can bust your ass. It's just as simple as that. I don't understand why dudes don't understand that. But continue to let your pride and ego get in the way. A whole lot more ass whoopings to come.
Man, they got Atlanta in them on Saturday. You got a couple days. And again, the last time we saw Atlanta, Jalen Johnson had a personal dunk contest showing or entry, whatever you want to call it. They had fun.
Trae Young had a lot of fun too.
Yeah, Trey had a ton of fun. That said, player of the game,
Miles Turner.
Mm-hmm.
X factor.
No, TJ. Hold on, what TJ had?
14 and 8.
14 and 8. No turnovers.
On
7 to 10 shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
where TJ McConnell didn't even have to attempt a 3 or a free throw tonight.
Man.
My man was under the basket attempting every type of wraparound pass an NBA point guard offer over and over and over. All right, we're going to get to these comments. Folks on IG, appreciate y'all tuning in. I think we got Area 11T out here first, man, who's trying to ruin the trade. I think ruin the trade value. Yeah. At least Bilal caught a body. He did. Somebody on the Pacers caught one too, though. Jordan Nwora. Like I said, I feel bad for Gaff. I'm just going. That's my standard company line. You look up at dudes just like regular basis, but no, like you said, Bilal did catch one, and that's great. But as Ray said, man, that's 31 losses by the second week of January.
That Sixers record
is in play.
That's so
9 to 73. Yeah,
they gonna be eliminated from the playoffs by All-Star break.
Oh no, they eliminated already, man, bro. And I'm just being real. If they made a miracle run, I don't even think the league like they gotta play like on NBA TV. They can't be on ESPN. There's so many things wrong with this team. It's hard to just it's just sometimes I'm just speechless, man. I just look at it. I don't even know where to start. But the defense is the main thing, and that's just a 1-2 thing.
And it's been a constant thing. Like, it's been constant, and we know they've been struggling on defense for the past few seasons.
Didn't Kuz say the other night they don't have the personnel? He said something like a post game joke, like we don't have the personnel. I'm like,
oh yeah, when they play the Knicks, like
you can't hold on. And that's the same night in which I think it was said Julius Randle didn't do anything special when he put 39 up. Both things can't be true, folks. Like, come on, man. All the people in this comment, the two people talking, the person they were talking about, all about the same height. What are we doing? What are we doing? It ain't like that's Orlando Dwight that did that to you. Then even then you should shut up. But that's not what that was. It's an undersized 4 going crazy. Like, yeah, nah, you can't. And again, I keep saying it's the opportunity those two were supposed to have this season. You don't get the cop out of the personnel thing. And if it is a personnel thing, you do what you have to do so everybody else can come to that conclusion. But that's not what this is. That's as a group, this is bad. We got the Hawks.
You can't be part of the problem if you in Kuz and Poole position, and they're a big part of the problem, and that's why the Wizards are what they are.
If y'all don't have anything else to add, there's no more comments. We will see y'all. What is that? Saturday evening? That we taking on the Atlanta Hawks, and then you get. I'm not even mentioning the matchup on Monday. I'm gonna be mature. I'm not saying nothing childish about that matchup. They got the Hawks on Saturday. They got the Pistons on Monday, and that's that.
Lottery bowl, man. That is.
But y'all have a great evening. We appreciate y'all tuning in again. Everyone that tuned in on every medium that you guys chose, to see y'all again on Saturday. Folks on IG, don't forget you are free to leave comments. We got the window open, so we can't see your comments. We can't post them yet, but we'll be able to read them. So y'all have a good night.